Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be jumping on, but I feel quite drawn to put a midweek reading out, an energy reading. So let's have a look and see how things are today, or how they've been. We'll just tap into the current energy. That's best, right? Okay, I've got the Rider-Waite. I'm hoping to free flow this. I've just quickly chosen some cards, got them all ready out of the boxes, and okay, let's just see what the cards want to say. We have a Knight of Pentacles. So this is, well, it's an offer. It's a slow moving knight. So let's just get, okay, I was going to say let's get another one, but we've got two. A slow moving offer. We have somebody here who's in love. And then we have the Strength card. I'm going to get some more cards. Let's stay in just as three now. So we have a strong masculine energy in today's reading. Let's see what's wanting to be shared. Okay. Well, that's the card of kind of being kept in the dark. So a leap of faith in the middle. The Four of Wands. Let me just get these out, guys. Somebody's planning, but then there's heartache. And we've got the Tower, which means it needs to be addressed. And we've got the transition. Bottom of the deck is about, okay, being able to let go of the old, to allow the new to flow in. There's still this element of clinging on to things you're just actually afraid to let go of. And it has to do with pride. It really is about pride going through this transition. Letting pride stop you. Okay. There's a birdie outside that's agreeing. Okay, let's have a look at these cards. We'll clarify them, and then it's going to be good to have a tap into the oracle cards. But what I really feel for the underlying energy of this read is about letting go. Letting go. We have the Knight of Pentacles. He takes a long time to come to a decision. He really is, there is no movement. Okay, he's just not sure. Not sure what he's waiting for. But then we have love, which is this emotion of, I feel, being really overwhelmed in love. Now I'm just trying to think, because we've got the Four of Pentacles hanging on to Pentacles, and we've got the Knight here, the kind of transition from one way of being to this way. We have the Strength here of the feminine, but then we have the pride of the Lion. She has the infinity symbol, so she's awake, enlightened, very gentle, compassionate. She's consoling. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's trying to prise his... I don't even think she's trying to prise his mouth open when I look at it now, because there's one kind of hand supporting his kind of chin, okay, and then the other one's on his nose. So I'm not really sure what she is doing there. I've never really looked at the card in depth like that, but I used to feel that maybe she was kind of, you know, to be allowed to prise open a lion's mouth, there has to be trust there. What is she consoling here? That's going to be interesting to He trusts her. You can see by his eyes. So he's allowing her to do what she is doing. Feels like she's tickling him. Okay. Then the next row is we have a feminine. Sorry, I didn't pick up on a masculine. I picked up on a feminine energy. Um, I said the masculine's energy here. What is it that you want us to know? And it's kind of like not the whole truth. The Two of Swords is when you go within to kind of listen to spiritual. It's spiritual understanding. The Guardian of the energy. So I'm a little confused at the minute with the Strength card and the Two of Swords. We're going to have to delve into those two. We have somebody here on the verge of taking that leap of faith. Now, this is actually kind of, he's looking towards this person who's kind of in the unknown, but not, because connecting with spirituality. So then knowing without knowing. Now, the Fool there is looking at taking that leap of faith. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is about celebrating marriage. It's the 1111 card, divine masculine, divine feminine, coming together, which you can see here within the strongest card within the deck. Okay, the strongest card, that it's the one that can really fight the devil, the only one, the only card that can fight the devil. So devil's not here, thank goodness, yet. No, there's not going to be any devil in this reading. Two of Wands, planning. Somebody's wanting to offer this baton to another person. They're just waiting for the right time. The Knight of Pentacles takes a while to plan, lots of ideas for any movement. So there's a non-movement again here. Now we have the Heartache, actually moving on from past events, leaving them behind, taking out the swords out of your own heart, allowing it to heal, grow, to learn the lessons. The Tower's here, finishing the reads with kind of saying it needs to be addressed. We have been getting this card quite a bit. So, and then we have the Transition, which is, look, he's looking up for hope here. So he looks a bit injured and battered. So it's real surrender. I'm going to use the Everyday Tarot. Let's clarify. I want to make sure I got the right way. Let's clarify with these. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles first. I said somebody was taking their time, and they're resting, thinking, a bit more thinking, healing, rejuvenating. Getting ready to be ready. Let's have a look at this love card. This Page of Cups here, who is very much in love, quite besotted. With the Empress, divine feminine. Now we're going to just quickly jump to the next card, which is the Strength of the feminine here. As I said, you can tell by his eyes, I think he, you know, fully, I don't know, maybe he wants to tickle her, maybe she wants to tickle him. I'm not sure what that is there, but he's very much in love with the Empress. And this is about really building solid, firm foundations. I spoke about wedding, marriage maybe a bit later on, but this is really important. It's taken some healing, some resting, and definitely some deep consideration, this love for this Empress. Let's get a card for the Strength card. The Lovers. He's a flame, look at him. So, sexually holds a flame for her. She's looking for spiritual guidance. She's the one looking up at the Archangel there. Also, there is the apple and the snake by that tree. So I'm not sure if they're saying, you know, don't be tempted, go within, you know the truth. And I mentioned here on this card is about actually being connected. The strength of the lovers, the love of the lovers. Let's go to the two of the touch of the lovers. With the touch in here, there's no forcefulness. She is helping him with something, but she's following the guidance here, and he's looking as if to say, hey, you know, so I feel like, what's the verdict? Let's have a look at this not knowing. We do have a Fool that's going towards this Two of Swords. That's about being at a crossroads, not really knowing which path to take. You kind of disconnect and you connect with Source. You disconnect from outer influences. You rely on your senses. You go within for your own guidance. So the Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles. This is about balancing out spirituality with the material realm. It's exactly what I just said, really. If you see, her face is kind of... Well, she does very much look like the Justice card, doesn't she? But she's not really paying attention to the distribution that's kind of going on in the physical, which means her mind is tapped into spiritual guidance. She's just going with the flow, managing to balance out those scales of giving and receiving. The Fool. It's like he's, I don't know, he's puffing out his chest. I watched, it was yesterday, last night I was around my daughter's place, and we were watching, I think it's called Our Planet, but she was showing me the episode where the birds were all doing their fancy little dance, and the masculines and they're preparing to kind of come before the feminine. So there was a bit of practicing there, a bit of ruffling of feathers. Yes, the prepping. That's what I feel is just like puffing out the chest as if to say, I'm ready. The dog looks happy. He looks like he's rooting for you. Okay. That might come in with what's the verdict then. Oh, the Chariot, and what else? Oh, and we've got a few others. Why have they come up with it? Let's deal with the Chariot first. Here's the Chariot. The universe will give you a nudge. I'm not sure where he's looking, where anyone is really kind of looking. Everyone's a bit guarded there. Or maybe not. It's like no one's really focused. They're just waiting, aren't they? They really are waiting for like the go-ahead. He's not prepared to, he's not ready to direct. And these Egyptian, whatever they're called, are not even focused looking forward. No one is at the moment. It's like it's rehearsals. Right, okay, we've got the Moon. This looks to me like two people needing to have a conversation. It's not just the moon, it looks like the sun and the moon. There's a gap between them, okay, like a little stream. It reminds me of the song I shared today, which was Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. Islands in the stream, that is what we are. Little stream there. And I'm going to say the sun and the moon. So divine masculine, divine feminine energy there. Like there's conversations. You can see they both have their own territories. But this is about coming together. And then we have Mr. Oh, is it a lobster? That's a card of things coming to light. It's the Divine Feminine's energy. I'm still putting it with this leap of faith, the Fool cards, because they all came out together with this. So, no movement until a conversation. Wanting to take the leap of faith. It's like preparing to come forward. There is the communication here with the moon. I'm going to have a drink and I'm going to decide what I'm wanting to say with what's wanting to come out. Communicating about emotional loss from the past, because this card's here. It's needing to be dealt. So the Fool's wanting to speak about what's happened in the past. There's 3 cups there knocked over. We're coming towards the Lovers here, so that's going to be the 2 of Cups. The King of Pentacles, so something's happened within, I'm going to say, a marriage. He's the Husband card. And we've had Judgment here. So this masculine's fearful of being judged. Something's happened within a marriage. With the King of Pentacles, that very much looks like kind of like the star there. I'm not sure why I feel that she would look like she would be in the Star card. And again, we have the angel there with the Judgment call. And that's all with the Fool. So the Fool's wanting to take this leap of faith and kind of puffing out his chest, okay, to be ready, getting ready to be ready. There's still this pause in here, and I feel that's because there needs to be communication. And that may not be actually, you know, facing each other, because I feel that there's like there's a separation here. But there's some way of communication getting through, day, night. Communication regarding emotional loss. It's about feeling this and finding it hard to get over it. Someone's stability. And then there's the fear, I want to say, of it's time for that judgment call, but there's this fear. And I feel that that's the Star there. If we look at the Lovers, he's kind of like looking as if to say, what's the verdict, I said. So let's have a look at this. It is the card of marriage, celebration, the home. It's the 1111 card, like I said, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy. They're not wanting to talk. And I've just moved the King of Pentacles. I've put it on top of the 6 of Pentacles, about bringing in the balance. And I want to say to the unknown feminine, the Divine Feminine, who's not actually aware in the physical. But I moved him kind of back over. And the cards just don't want to talk. So we're looking at the home life, maybe a marriage. We've got 6 of Swords. We have somebody here who's in a boat with a younger one. There's just the 2 of them, and they're moving on to somewhere new. It's not happy times just yet. They've had to let go of something from the past that was quite challenging and choppy waters. It's all coming in with this home card here. But there are two here that have kind of moved on. We now have the masculine, who is, this is the stubborn card, okay, being unhappy, stubborn, and not actually, you're normally refusing to see what Divine's offering. He's looking at the cup. He's looking at the cup. He's not looking at the three. I don't think his arms look as holding on as tight as, oh, I try and get my words out as well, holding on as tight as the Four of Pentacles there. I don't know what was going on with me there, but I was trying to hold on to whatever, words, cards. He's actually looking at the cup here. There's a bit more of a relaxed kind of feeling to him. More of a consideration now. Then we have the Two of Cups. That is about coming into spiritual union with kind of the Divine is offering you the right cup. One that you can blend with. Okay, let's move on to this planning. So somebody here has been planning. There's no movement. They've just been pondering. Looking out to sea there. And they're contemplating. They have their own rod that's secure. Okay, but they have another one. They're wanting to share. They're wanting to co-create. They're wanting to share their world with another, which is that Two of Cups now. Because this is now about going from things being focused on finances and securities, and something's happened because this masculine's lost that. And now it's, okay, I'm going to choose love. Looks like the decision could be made quite quickly. Card of communication. Those rods there are just about to land. You've got the two birds of peace there as well. Look at this heartache, moving on from it. Yeah, moving on from it. Time to wrap it up. Oh, look at all the fixed signs. They're always kind of angels there. So the World card always has the four fixed signs of the zodiac. Okay, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius and Scorpio. So this is, I said, you know, what's the heartache about? It's about moving on from it. It really is a final kind of, let's wrap this up. That World card is totally surrounded by kind of guardian angels now. I want to say that because they're fixed signs, they're kind of unbudgeable. They're kind of stubborn. So I feel that this is really is now about wrapping up this, being determined to wrap up this heartache. And it looks like this new beginning is blessed. The Tower's here. The universe says it does need to be addressed now. The Eight of Wands. Sorry. I've had the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Swords. It's about being addressed, and I'm going to say coming in from out of the cold to the Divine Feminine. She's still here, no interference, not knowing what's going on, and kind of no movement. We come on to the transition, so which is the card of coming in from out of the cold, which really is kind of going to be, it's like coming for some warmth. Okay, coming for some unconditional love. Ace of Cups. The universe is just offering you this here. What's he just about to drop into that cup? Maybe that's your pentacle that you're hanging on to here. Maybe it's just blend it with the love and see what happens, see what grows. Or earth and water. They do make a bit of a sloppy, muddy mess, but they're both needed. They need each other to make something beautiful grow. So I just felt like with that pentacle, it's for the earth signs, waters for the Cups for the water signs, so, okay. What's the bottom of the deck with this holding on? Nine of Swords. We have a feminine here. I don't know, I felt that actually she was checking her breath to see if she had bad breath. Preparing. I don't know. I didn't feel real sadness with her, so I'm not sure what she's doing in that bed. But it is about being awake at night. The Nine of Swords is about things playing on your mind, but I'm going to stick with what I say and what I saw and what I see. And it's just that motion there. I don't really feel like she's crying. I feel like she's checking her breath. Someone's getting ready for something. We're going to find out more, mate. I want to definitely pull one of these first, and that is an Oracle of Shadow and Light. I laugh at myself what comes out. She's checking to see if her breath smells. She's waiting in bed, look. Maybe he's just nipped to the bathroom. Not sure. It doesn't really tend to come in with the reading of her. I think that's if he comes in from out of the cold. Strange what comes out, but for unconditional love, someone's come in. Count your blessings, card number 1. Okay. Now, where did I put the books? Oh, I put them all together. I have hair that's kind of tickling me here. It's this bit just here. Okay. Card number 1. Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. Mess. What was I going to say? Come on, messing. Message. Count your blessings. Messings. Count your blessings. Okay. It doesn't say that, it says message. I really don't know where I'm going off to today, so you're just going to have to stick with me. About the ghost of the pumpkin patch. This adorable and forlorn little figure is almost transparent, so still and quiet that you may overlook her, thinking you have just seen a wisp of mist go trailing past. Hold on, we haven't got a good... That's better. When really, all the time, this little ghost is silently standing before you, gently reminding you of something very important, that it soon will be time to harvest again, and the ghost of harvests missed in the past will come back to haunt you if you do not take your time and look around right now at all that is. She's not invisible, and she is always there, a reminder that the seasons turn, that the harvest must be brought in, and that those who stay with the earth... No, don't keep us hanging in suspense. I was thinking about the earth and water. Okay. And those that stay with the earth a while are not always here to haunt you negatively. They are here to help you till their work is done. This little ghost loves her misty home, adores appearing to you when you have forgotten your blessings and your rights, and appears at exactly the right time in your life, when you've nearly forgotten how lucky you are. The ghost of the pumpkin patch speaks. Something that is a blessing is being overlooked. It appears cloaked and seems almost invisible to you. You must stand in your field, that is to say your life, and look around you, and see all that has been given to you again, and give thanks for it. You are forgetting how much you truly have, and how much you will have again and again. My time is the harvest. It is now your time to bring in, or harvest, the joy and love of what you have so much of, and share your abundance. The divination message. Something precious is all about you, but it has become so familiar you can barely see it anymore. It is such a fixture in your life that familiarity has bred, if not contempt, a kind of blindness. The beautiful little girl ghost in the pumpkin patch asks you, very gently, to see the abundance all around you and to appreciate that while you are in physical form, there is so much you can enjoy. She wishes for you to harvest what is yours now, and to also take steps to call in any debts, it's debt, any debt. There can be outstanding money issues associated with this card, and share the bounty. Do not let anyone cheat you, and know that you don't own a single thing in truth. It will all pass through your hands, but still, ironically, these things you have earned through your hard work are worth protecting. They are not too small. They are not too ordinary. You have more material wealth than you think. So please do count your blessings every day. Okay. Well, apart from me really screwing that up a little bit, this is really about the loss that this King of Pentacles has felt that he's gone through. Okay, he hasn't lost, you know, everything. It said here, and know that you don't own a single thing in truth. It will all pass through your hands. Okay, but they are still important. Let's just carry on. But still, ironically, these things you have earned through your hard work are worth protecting. You can see this here. I suppose it's just a way of finding the balance, isn't it? Because you can see here about holding on. We'll find out more through some more oracle cards. Okay, let's leave that one there. Get some magical unicorns. Let's see what the guidance is. That one definitely wants to come out. Any more? Okay, take those three. Love heals fear. The power of love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. Said there's this transformation here coming in from out of the cold, okay, from this fear-based, because that's all that this is, a transition. That's all that exists is love or fear. No demons, no devils. That's a fear that's within you, okay? You will attract what you perceive to be. So if you think that there's demons and devils, guess what? You're going to maybe, you know, feel that there is. So, but there's only love or fear. So let's read this, okay? It's like love conquers all. Love heals fear. I said it was about choosing love. People who are angry are really afraid of getting into trouble. Even adults and people with important jobs. I was laughing at my t-shirt. Oh, okay, so people who are angry are really afraid of getting into trouble. Even adults and people with important jobs. So when you meet someone who acts like a bully, remember that this person is really just afraid. If you get angry back at the person, you'll just add to their fear. You can heal away anger with your thoughts of love. See the goodness in everybody, including yourself. Know that everyone really wants to be happy. No one likes to be a bully. No one enjoys being angry. Bullies and angry people are very lonely because their anger pushes other people away from them. So you can help by being kind to such people. You'll also want to be kind to yourself and listen to your inner voice, which tells you how to stay safe. Call upon angels, especially Archangel Michael, to protect you if you ever feel afraid. And love is your best protector, because your inner voice helps you to know the love that's within every person. It will keep you strong no matter what. Okay. See what the next message is. It says, try something new. You'll only know that you can do something if you try. So a different way of doing things. coming from this heart space. Okay, let's read. Try something new. One reason why you may feel bored is that you're doing the same things over and over. To feel excited about life, you need to try new things. This card asks you to think of something that you've always wanted to do and then learn about it. Ask your family or friends to take you along on their adventures. When you try something new, you may feel funny at first, like it won't work, but just do your best to enjoy yourself. And don't worry about being perfect, especially at the start. The more you can relax and have fun, the better everything will go. So sign up for a class where you'll learn something new, like a language, drama or photography class, or maybe take up a new sport. Stretch yourself beyond what you think you can do. You may find that you really enjoy this new activity and you'll most likely make new friends. You'll also find that you will learn new skills that will help you in other areas of your life too. We're going to move on from that card because honestly, I'm just feeling about this feminine here in bed. So, and all the things, I don't know, that maybe she's going to be trying that's new. And so we're going to move on to the next one because I'm not sure I want to go into like the conversation that my mind's actually having. I don't know, with me inside. So try something new. Okay, so I do apologise about the actual grin. Change. The changes that you're going through are positive. There's the change. At times we're afraid of making changes because we don't know what will happen in the future. This card wants you to know that the changes you're going through are for the best. You're walking through a gate into a new life. Don't worry about your future because it's all going to work out just fine. These changes come in part because you're growing older. You like different things now compared to when you were younger. It's okay for you to change because change is a part of life. In the same way, your friends and family members will change as they grow older. You're all letting go of things that no longer work well for you, and you're bringing in the new. Even though these changes may seem to make your family and friends act differently, in the end, everyone will be closer. You'll make new friends through these changes too. Yet, even happy life change can create stress that affects your body, energy and moods. So it's more important than ever to take good care of yourself by getting enough sleep, exercise and time for play. Also, talking about your feelings with friends and family members can help. This card may also be asking you to change something in your life that's making you unhappy or unhealthy. For example, changing a habit or a relationship. The first thing that you think about is correct. Don't ask me. You think up your own thing, okay? So ask your angels, the unicorns and your friends and family members to help you with this change if it feels difficult or frightening. Support is very important during times of change. If you can learn to enjoy life's changes, you enjoy life itself much more. Okay. So this is really about getting healthy and happy, isn't it? Bringing back kind of joy and love into your life. So, okay, let's move on from the unicorns. I have to get my mind off of this feminine here, looking from like the bed. I'm going to put the unconditional love on top of her there because I just keep getting distracted. Okay. And it sends my mind off into like kind of let's not go there. I've got a journey of love. I've kind of done my channeling for the day. We'll let the oracles take over now. These up the right way? They are. Okay. Oh, okay. I think that's the one I just saw. The light field. I think it was the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's see what this card would like to say to us. You are very open to the other side. The veil that separates the worlds is very fine for you, for there is much love in your heart, and love exists beyond all barriers, including those of time, distance, and even death. If you wish to communicate with those that have passed on, do so through your heart. If you want to communicate energetically with your beloved, even though you are separated in physical location, then you can do so now. Okay, I'm going to stop because I want to go back to that moon card. I said about the communication somehow coming through. Okay. With the lovers, it's kind of like, I don't know, understanding. And before this fool wants to take his leap of faith, there has to be some kind of form of communication. Some kind of discussion. If your psychic abilities are opening and you need confirmation or reassurance, accept this message of guidance as being such. Those who have passed can be received fully and peacefully into the light, and your love guides them home. The messages that you sense in your own heart that come from unconditional love, that uplift and reassure, can be trusted. The light is so close to you, beloved, it surrounds you as glow from within. Sorry, I'm not even looking to see if I've got the... Okay. This oracle brings you guidance that you are connecting with a field of awareness that is real, and that you are protected by light as you do so. It is confirming that there is nothing for you to fear, and that those that have passed on or will pass on in future will always be safely held in love. It is also confirmation that there are very real bonds that connect you to your loved ones, past, present, and future, that are beyond the confines of time and space. Okay, let's read this poem. When I'm in love, I am not afraid to be any part of me. I let it all be free for the world to know. And when I'm ready to love, I will create a reflection of who I am, and we will shed our fears, complete our past, and trust love to be our guide. That's lovely. Now, it spoke about loved ones passing over. So my choices are now will be the angels and ancestors or a postcard from Spirit. I'm going to get a postcard from Spirit. I did share one on the Facebook page today, earlier on. I did pull a card. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to come on. So, but I am here, so all good. Let's do a postcard from Spirit. So I want to say that this is a message from your deceased loved ones, and then it just really stated that you can communicate. Right now is the time that you can actually communicate with your beloved here in the physical, kind of energetically, I want to say. Now, how bizarre. It's the card that I put on Facebook. Okay, so let's read it again. Dearest Stu, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good, can leave you feeling depleted like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no, gently but firmly. Then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to centre, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. So I feel that I feel like this day today has been about this resting and getting ready, rejuvenating, self-care, self-love. Not so much about kind of beating yourself up and working on yourself and giving yourself a hard time. It's more about, actually relaxing. Well, hopefully you've been feeling like that, relaxing into the day and just going with the flow. Letting go of the stress. We have, I think they're the well-being cards. Oh, I've got them out here. Yeah, they're the well-being cards I've got. Just making sure they weren't the law of attraction, although the messages are pretty much the same. So let's pull a card from the well-being cards. That's perfect to choose that. It is contrast that puts the eternalness in eternity. Your own valuable, personal new desire is always born from contrast. That new desire is then heard and answered by source energy, thus the glorious expansion of the universe. You need the challenging times. If you didn't know what you didn't want in your life, then you wouldn't know what you do really want. That's what contrast is. It's when you look at situations as not being challenging, okay, unfair. It's an opportunity for you to experience something so that you know that you don't want life that way. And the universe, that's why it's so important to watch your thoughts, because if you just focus on that, you're just going to create more. Okay, but it's the contrast. If you learn that actually I don't like things this way, so what's the opposite? If I don't, okay, let's say the swapping the pentacles for the love. So saying, okay, I've been doing it this way, it doesn't work. What is it that I do want then? Instead of focus on what is lacking, okay, you can focus more on what you're desiring, what that lack caused you to send that rocket of desire out there into the universe. Opposites. I'm going to get one more. I envisage, no, it doesn't say that. I envision more and act less. Yes, yet today's energy. As you take the time to find images in your mind that are pleasing, you will more often achieve vibrational alignment with all things that you desire. From that alignment, you will experience more inspired ideas and assistance from others. Inspired action is very satisfying and extremely productive. Knowing what you're wanting, not asking how the how will appear, having an image in your mind of what you do want. So people say, but I don't know what I want. But you say, but you know what you don't want. What's the opposite to that then? If you know that you don't want life to be that way, and that there, and then start imagining that life. Okay. I didn't find that easy to explain today, those cards. I'm going to pull a colour card. And then I'm going to end on a sacred spirit message. Okay. Brilliance. Discover your sparkle. 26. Long book. It's not in the book, guys, so I'm going to pull another one. You have to tap into your own translation of your brilliance. Lavender, connect to body, mind and soul. 44. Lavender is a subtle colour that sharpens your intuitive abilities. It brings out leadership qualities and strengthens the connection between your body, mind and spirit. Lavender also helps boost your immune system and assists with the healing process. Connect to heaven and earth with lavender threads of light. To feel whole, you need to experience the connection between your body, mind and soul. Imagine a lavender thread of light that links your body to your mind and your mind to your soul. Observe how this lavender thread connects your feet to the energy of the earth and your mind to the higher realm. Focus on the joy of being yourself in touch with heaven while on earth. Say, Divine Spirit, strengthen my connection to my own divinity and allow me to see the divinity in others. Thank you. It's about strengthening your connection now. It's about this communication. Okay. It's the balance of bringing it here on earth with the spiritual realm. I smiled at the beginning because when I went outside early on, I noticed that I have lavender out there in the garden, and the lavender card comes up. I know that there's lavender there, but I just noticed it. That was all. I just kind of noticed it today, and I kind of looked, and with that sleep in there as well, lavender bags. My mum had this thing about having lavender bags. We used to have them under our pillows. And in our underwear drawers, there was just like lavender bags. Lots of bedroom talk. Okay. Let's end on this sacred spirit message. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, I'm still seeing these cards and I thought it's just perfect to come out. Nice. It actually looks a bit like the lavender here, the aura. It's eternal union. New love is forming. It's quite beautiful here. It's card number 15. 15 is normally the number of the devil. But the lovers are always in the devil card. We have the strength card, don't we? And I said that that was kind of the card that was capable of just kind of defeating the devil. It's like a joint effort there. Okay, let's read this card. New love is forming. Strengthen your relationships. It's beautiful. That's strengthening here. With the lovers. Hold up all three of those. It's a perfect way to end the reading anyway. Okay, so I haven't read this message as of yet. In a lifetime, where's the card gone? In a lifetime, we are destined to meet many members of our soul group and soul family. Many of them enter through life as a soulmate, fated to teach us lessons about unconditional love and ourselves. A soulmate can be a friend, family member, work colleague, partner, neighbour, or someone you strongly disagree with, clashing with every time you are around each other. When a soulmate enters your life, they offer your soul support, guidance, and growth, whether physically, emotionally, or spiritually. You may feel you have known them forever, or you may be instantaneously comfortable in their presence. Dependent upon what your soul needs, a soulmate may be a brief encounter, or this relationship could last a lifetime. Wow. It was going over is quite low. And the song that comes to mind was Sending Out an SOS. Okay. When a soulmate enters your life, they offer your soul support, guidance, and growth, whether physically, emotionally, or spiritually. You may feel you have known them forever, or you may be instantaneously comfortable in their presence. Dependent upon what your soul needs, a soulmate may be a brief encounter, or this relationship could last a lifetime. Acting as a catalyst for growth, these souls are here to teach you something new. Currently, meeting new people will bring great conversations. Interesting people will enter your life now to teach you something valuable about yourself and your interests or passions in life. Social gatherings and casual meetups will create opportunities for meaningful connections. Right now, you are being encouraged to actively listen to others. For those who you despise or see as enemies, view these people as possible soul connections. They are there to teach you life lessons and challenge your structured belief systems. This new understanding will deepen the love you have for others, including new and existing partnerships, opening doors for an expression of eternal union. This living expression of love will influence romantic connections, including marriage with long-term commitments possible now. The expression of eternal union between two souls will bring new levels of love on an emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual connection. True love is limitless. The shadow aspect: introversion, restlessness. Oh, come on, don't do it. Disenfranchised. It's an emerald. It's a sacred crystal. And the angel assistance is Archangel Haniel, attracting meaningful relationships. Okay, here's the affirmation. I am a living and loving expression of my eternal union. I am blessed. I am blessed, and we have to count your blessings. Okay. Okay, guys, there's your midweek daily energy check-in. I will catch up with you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye for now.